Hello again. Good evening, Denis.
Evening.
For those who don't know Denis, he is our chief designer and has been with us for the past 28 years. All the BRP products we have put on market for almost 30 years have his signature. Denis, it's great to be on stage with you.
Good evening, José. Thank you. Those of you who know me know that I don't particularly like to be on stage. But tonight is an important night. But let's be honest, my boss kind of asked me.
I force him. Tonight, we'll show you what we were working on. I'm confident you will agree with me that our next product will become a great opportunity for growth. Yes, we'll talk about watercraft. But first, let's go back 20 years ago. Who in this room was in the watercraft business in 1994? Please raise your hand. Quite a few people. Great. 20 years ago, we were all witness to a great success. 1994 was an exciting time. Denis, what do you remember about it?
José, the Klondike days. It was great. The products were a blast to ride. They were nimble, they were easy to toss around, and really fun, a great fun. We called them the Freedom Machine back then. They were also very affordable and extremely fun. Just a blast.
You're right. It was fun, and yes, it was cool. Let's go back in time and watch this TV spot.
Until now, only one species commanded the water with such speed, agility, and style. The 1994 line of Sea-Doo watercraft. So advanced, they're evolutionary.
For the one of you who were there, that brings back some emotion, huh? Talk about fun. Everybody was doing it. I live on the water and we enjoy water activities. I remember in those years stopping at a gas station with 2 watercraft to refuel. People would ask me what these things were. They were head turners, the good old days. I also traveled to many countries, in the US, Brazil, China, Italy, and France. Everywhere in the world is the same thing. Water brings people together. People enjoy activity on the water with family and friends. So I said to myself, why not try to recreate what we did some 20 years ago? 5 years ago, I gave Denis and his team a mandate to create a new family of watercraft that would be cool, have all modern technologies, and be accessible to more households. The target was aggressive, very aggressive. The target was 2 for the price of 1. Internally, the project was called CAFE, which stands for clean, affordable, fun, and easy to use. I will let Denis tell you how he and his team rose to the challenge to recreate the exciting days of the mid-90s. Denis.
Thank you, José. I want 2 personal watercraft for the price of 1. Wow, what a challenge. At first, the challenge was seen as unrealistic. I had to find a way to get the team to believe that this was even achievable. The only way for us to reach such an aggressive target was to literally re-question the fundamental architecture of the current personal watercraft, and also do some major out-of-the-box thinking. The best analogy that I found that best matched the mandate was the Apple iPod Touch. Basically, it was as if we had the iPod Touch, and we now had to create the iPod Nano. Your favorite songs are the same, you just have fewer songs, yet in a true Apple experience. As a team, we challenge every single component, from the whole to the finest detail. We came up with a modular platform architecture to offer multiple configurations. We created a whole new construction paradigm with an extrusion compression hull that uses 100%, yes, 100% recyclable materials. To further reduce materials, yet provide structural integrity, we created a totally new exoskeleton deck design that also delivers a dramatic see-through architecture. We made it very distinctive, yet true to the Sea-Doo DNA. For the hull, we borrowed from our past, the Deep V X4 hull design, but incorporated state-of-the-art splash dispersion features. We challenge every single material and the fit and finish paradigm, especially with cool textured colored panels. We went back to basics in terms of user experience so that everything is intuitive and easy to use. The end product expresses modernity, simplicity, and fun. Consumers are all different, and all have different tastes. So, which color would you choose? We even found a clever way to address this consumer need.
The challenges were great, but like I knew they would, the design and engineering teams deliver a new watercraft for a new generation that will re-spark the entire industry. Hold on to your seats.
Let's play a game and spark some fun. Things are looking on. We all need a change for some moment away. Things are looking on. Things are looking on. Things are looking on.
So Yves, Denis and his team didn't just meet José's $6,500 challenge, they blew it away. And now you can get two Spark watercraft and a trailer for just the price of one premium watercraft. Well, I tell you, Yves, it's always difficult to follow Denis and José, but tonight takes the cake. It's amazing to look at it and see the price, but you won't believe the ride. It really does recreate the 1990s, the fun machines that we had to ride back then.
And at the media intro this week, as surprised and shocked as the media reporters were when we introduced, the next day was the big day. The surprise was the ride, and we delivered and even over-delivered according to most accounts. So, now, we do have some good news of our own, right, Chris? So let's keep going on. One of the great things about the Spark is that it's not a one-size-fits-all model. We're offering several configurations so that consumers can get as much watercraft as they want and can afford. So what we did is we put together a 6-step process to truly enhance the purchasing and the consumer experience. First, they decide whether they want to ride 2 up or 3 up.
Yep, and then comes the engine choice. They decide between 2 power levels, a 60 HP or a 90 HP. And about that engine, the Spark is powered.
That's a state-of-the-art 4-stroke engine we're talking about, Chris.
Absolutely, absolutely state-of-the-art, and at 1990s, mid-90s pricing. It's incredible that we can deliver this for you, with you, to our consumers. And it's powered, in fact, talking about the engine, by the sophisticated and lightweight Rotax 900 Ace 4-stroke triple that we debuted in our Ski-Doo snowmobile. Like the Ski-Doo Ace and the Spyder RT 1330 Ace, it's a model of fun and efficiency. In fact, fuel consumption is up to 35% better than the next closest competitive model.
So by far the most fuel efficient in the market. Third, they can add IBR. IBR at a 1990s price.
And all models can add a factory-installed convenience package that has a reboarding step, 7-gallon storage bin, and added wind and splash protection.
Now, step number 5 is to choose among 5 new fun colorations: vanilla, orange crush, bubblegum, pineapple, and licorice.
Ah, yes, and Yves, which kind of guy are you?
Do you guess?
Bubblegum?
Yeah, I'm bubblegum, but with an attitude. With an attitude.
You do have an attitude, that's great. Now, the final step is even further customization with new graphic wraps and accessories. Like everything with the Spark, there's nothing like these in the industry. You can accessorize a Spark with a storage bin, with dry bags, a reboarding step, manual reverse, and our exclusive and handy speed ties. And to protect the Spark when docking, we designed these handy snap-in fenders. They attach firmly to holes pre-molded into the hull, and they easily roll up when not in use and float in case you drop them. And this chill shade, well, it provides protection on the water and on the beach.
And you can actually ride with it.
That's right. When it's installed on the Spark, you can cruise up to 35 miles per hour under the shade. Or you can use the included sand anchor pouches and use it on the beach.
Now, for those who want to add an exclamation point to the look of their Spark, as Chris said earlier, look at that. You can choose so imagine the bubblegum with the attitude graphic. There are 20 original attitude graphic kits, and there are so many configurations possible that there won't be any 2 same Spark on the waters. Now finally, we're offering a version of our innovative Move trailer that you see here. It's specifically designed for the Spark, and you'll see a trailer in the showroom. Make sure to see it. It's very light, so that even when loaded with 2 Spark watercraft, it can be towed, listen to this, by a compact sedan, naturally.
Yeah, just like your compact sedan, right, Yves?
Exactly. Bubblegum with graphics.
Yeah, a mini. Okay.
So as you can see, we put a lot of focus on bringing to life the spirit of playfulness, fun, and lightness that Denis was referring to that the Sea-Doo Spark will carry.
Now, as exciting as the Spark is, it is but one segment in what is now indisputably the most complete and compelling lineup in all of watercraft.
Now, for example, we are still the only manufacturer in the world with an on-water brake. IBR is clearly a difference maker, and only Sea-Doo has it.
If you can't tell, we are very serious about resparking, or in some parts of the world, sparking for the first time the watercraft industry.
I see heads spinning. It's already a lot to take in. You think we should stop now?
Well, we could stop here, but then we'd be taking away from one last punch.
Right. I'm sure folks are wondering when the first Spark will be delivered to their store, right? Well, Spark is not years away, it's not weeks away, it's a few days away.
Yeah, in fact, here's the punch. Spark watercraft have already been in production for 6 weeks. This is incredible for our international friends, specifically those in Australia, Brazil, and in Europe. There are already today limited quantities available in your markets.
For North America, units will be available as early as October. The next generation in watercraft starts in just days.
It's an exciting time to be associated with Sea-Doo. It's an exciting time, in fact, to be associated with BRP. We really believe that we have a very, very strong future.
Thank you for your attention.
See you there. Good night.